All right, now there are a lot of questions about who would be better business-friendly in the coming election, Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Of course, Donald Trump is a businessman. Hillary Clinton has been a lifelong public servant, as she considers herself. You would assume it would be Donald Trump, but a lot of business people are going with Hillary Clinton. The question is, will that continue? Here now is Governor Mike Huckabee. He's former governor of Arkansas, former presidential candidate. He is also a Fox News contributor. Mike, I think the biggest issue is the one that Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are focusing on this week, which we just touched on, which is trade. A lot of business people here in the United States depend on their foreign sales for revenue. They are concerned that Donald Trump would, one way or another, dry up some of that revenue. How does he get them over on his side, or does he not worry about that?
I'm not sure that he has to worry about it, although, quite frankly, if they would look at it from a big picture perspective, they would know that Donald Trump, as a business person, is a whole lot more likely to understand the concerns of business people than Hillary Clinton ever will be. The only business she's ever conducted is shaking down business people for political contributions, and maybe the reason that they sort of favor her is they know that if they just grease the palm, they will pretty much get what they want.
And we're looking, by the way, at pictures
he really
right
does
now
want to create a fair deal.
We're looking at her with Liz Warren there. Liz Warren just announced that she thinks we'd all be better off if European regulators were slamming the brakes on Google and Amazon and Apple and other American companies in Europe. Is it really a good time to be mentioning bringing European regulators here in the United States? That doesn't seem to be politically acute to me.
I've never understood the appeal of Elizabeth Warren. I mean, I think she would be very appealing in a socialist country where we wanted more government, more regulation, higher taxes. But we've just seen the Brits finally just say enough of this, and they've thrown it off their shoulders. I can't imagine that Americans honestly think that we'd be better off if we went to be a little more European. Maybe one thing to adopt some of their fashions, or maybe some of their music, our cuisine,
which we've
but
done.
Their politics,
yeah.
For gosh sake, David, tell me that people aren't that dumb.
Well, and their regulators in particular. All right, another thing that people are kind of scratching their heads on is this question about what it was that Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton were meeting about. I just can't imagine this meeting that took place on Monday between these two high-power lawyers, if you will, one being a former president of the United States, would be done unless there was some very urgent issue that Bill Clinton wanted to talk about. Can you?
I'm going to give him a pass on this, and I may be the only Republican in America who's going to do it, but I've been a public official, and I've bumped into people before, both Democrats and Republicans, sometimes even my opponents.
Hey, Mike, I'm sorry to bust in here, but President Obama is right now signing the Puerto Rican debt bill.